What's up, everybody? We're live on VENtv's Instagram. I'm starting the show by myself, y'all. Starting the after show by myself. Everybody is getting here. Everybody's on their way to the show. Well, hold on. Kimon Avila here on the show, after show.
Woo! Hey everybody, what is up?
Yo,
I definitely did not, say a few things in the beginning. Hi TJ,
what were
how
you
are
saying?
you?
What were you saying? Look,
I don't know.
this. Look, we are. Hold on, we are live. I want to put it on that part right there. We live
Yes.
on the channel, uh, and wow, what a
What a
debate!
debate. What a debate.
What a show, man! It was amazing. I enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed it. I
I did too,
personally
yeah.
think Q1 did an amazing job. I think I did amazing. Oh, the whole entire team really did an amazing job. I was surprised. I was shocked
Yeah.
what the team was able to do. I wasn't shocked what they're able to do. I was shocked about like wow.
Yeah, the team, we got it together quickly, not quickly, but this been planned for a while. But just to see it
Yeah.
come together, everybody, getting ready, getting dressed, trying to figure out, how this will look like. I mean, it was just, ooh, this fan is going. This is there. Anywho, just seeing it together, it was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, I seriously enjoyed it. We had Q1 talk about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I talked about President Biden,
Project
and whatnot
2025.
and everything like that. So we did a good job, man.
Absolutely.
I I I wouldn't want it to go any other way, even what it
Yeah.
went just tonight. But y'all, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and drop those things down below. The moderator of tonight's event um, is going to be here shortly. So we will keep you guys updated. We'll keep you guys notified on when
Absolutely.
Brian near Seymour will be here. But he moderated tonight's event,
He
and
did
he
fantastic.
moderated fantastically. Um, he was there,
Most
sorry,
definitely.
getting text messages.
Yeah. Let's give it up to Damien Anderson, who was running the board tonight. Yeah, he did so fantastic. Oh my God. Like,
Yeah,
he was on it. I loved it. Shout out to him.
he did amazing. You know what I mean? Brad did amazing. Monet, everybody,
Everybody.
we did good.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it again in August. Ha!
Oh,
We got to do
yes.
it again in August, y'all. We threw it in there at the end. Well, Brad threw it there at the end. That we'll see you all in August. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
caught it or not, but that's what we said. We'll catch you guys in August, and that's what.
absolutely.
Ooh, I'm lagging.
Oh, we. I look nice. I look real nice. So drop your questions in, y'all. Drop your questions in. I know y'all got some questions for tonight's debate. Put it in the comments below. Up here he come. Oop, here we go. Oh, I thought you was froze for a second. I was gonna say,
We back.
oh yeah. Well, it look like I'm doing it by myself for a. Wait a minute. I'll see the number. I don't know how to add. I don't even know how to add, man. Yeah, so drop your questions. So yeah.
Figure out from here. Let's figure out from here. I'm here.
Yep, you're here.
There I am. All right. Well, we have been joined by the moderator of tonight's event. I was upside down for a second. Moderator of tonight's event. Let's put him in.
What up, though?
What's up?
You
What's popping, y'all?
dominated. First of all, you
Pardon my
dominated.
tardiness.
We all retarded.
We're all we all black over
Uh-huh.
It's all good.
It's all good. There we go. What's
You nominated, man. You definitely nominated moderating tonight's event. You know what I
oh,
mean?
thank you. You enjoy my moderation?
I did. And our producer who produced the show, who was always in Brian's ear, his ear probably still ringing because we have. Well, I don't know. I'm not bringing him to the stage.
Oh,
You know, Monet really gets on my nerve. I don't really like Monet. I'm just like,
He finna get on you.
now I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Now I'm
Watch.
scared.
Watch.
Now,
Watch
now
this.
I'm scared.
Watch. Adam,
Now I'm
watch
scared.
this.
Okay, now I'm
Watch
scared.
this. He gonna be in the camera. Yep. There you go, right there.
Now I'm scared. I didn't say
You
nothing.
saggy titty bastard.
no, say your famous line.
You shitty bitch.
That's the famous line that. But if you have any questions, please let us put it in the chat, put it in the comments. We'll
Absolutely.
answer questions.
Absolutely. For sure. I want to go to Brian's moderation for a moment here. Okay, I kind of want to go back here for a moment. You did fantastic. I
I
actually
appreciate it.
you
I
kind of
appreciate it.
you kind of channeled all like the real presidential debate moderators. Keeping it 100, keeping it real, being
Yeah.
serious. You did fantastic. I think we all did
The fit was
fantastic.
fitting.
Oh
What was
yeah.
that?
The
You
fit
said
was
what?
fit. The fit
Oh
was fit.
yeah, yeah. I had to pull out a suit for a special occasion. Well, let me tell you. You guys know I'm in school for communications, and I pulled some stuff I learned in my first year of college. So did I pull a Lester Holt? Did I do my Lester Holt type vibe?
Yes.
Was I
Chris Wallace.
newscaster? That's what
Yeah.
I was getting. Yeah, you guys did an amazing job on the debate too. You guys really did a fantabulous job. Like
Yeah.
I hope, like really, y'all really did a good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, man. All right, here we go.
Amazing
I can really
debate. A
see.
lot of information was given. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I want to really speak to the young voters here. I hope you watched this debate and learned something. I hope you watched it and learned something because I ain't gonna hold you. A couple people in the control room when I forgot who was saying some information. They was like, yeah, they really doing that. I'm like, yeah, that's what the 2025 P 2025 is
That was
targeting. So
definitely me.
best to be careful.
Getting rid of education is crazy.
Yes.
So Trump, you just
Absolutely.
gonna act like you ain't go to that dumbass whitewash university that you went to?
I want to know. I want to know their two opinions because when the debate was happening, when we were speaking, what was y'all's thoughts? Like, what was y'all thinking?
Well, funny story is
I was like,
yeah. Go ahead, Mo.
getting rid of education? What
Mm-hmm.
the fuck?
Yeah, you say that again. Honestly, because I was moderating and I had some things I wanted to say. It was good that you two really, because what we wanted was disagreement and agreement. You two
Right.
handled that gracefully. Because I don't know, because I was telling Mo, I was like, because you see TJ's facial emotion, you see his facial expressions.
I'm
Biden done messed
How
I'm
up.
was
gonna get
they?
into that. I'm gonna get
What
into
was they
Y'all,
that.
doing?
Hold
Biden,
on. Oh,
What was they
Biden done
doing?
messed up. The Biden done messed up tonight.
We're gonna
Biden
talk about that
told,
soon. Because
Biden told,
he did a lot of messing up tonight.
oh
right,
yeah, yeah.
we
He walked
calling,
off. He walked off. He said he he got mad and walked off the stage. And he said,
Wow.
Biden said, you know, Biden said, sorry, siblings banging on the door and tell me to be quiet. So I bang back, telling him to just shut the fuck up. I'm doing the job. Anyway, I forgot what Biden had said. He had said something about,
I
I
know what he
I
said.
did the
He
job.
said,
Shit, I forgot.
He called Vice President Trump.
we're not gonna invite Vice President Kamala up. We're gonna invite Vice President Trump up.
Mhm.
Oof.
And then Biden had responded on Twitter because Trump had, as
That
soon as
wasn't him.
Trump heard it, Trump was on it. Trump was clocking.
You
Even
said
though
Biden posted a
Biden, even though
response.
Let me
Biden,
let me let me let me read y'all the response. And the ESPYS is on tonight, so there's so much going on. So much going on. Give it up to Serena Williams because she's hosting the ESPYS right now.
Yeah,
The sports awards.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Donald.
Epstein's had. Oh, I'm sorry. Epstein's had Steve Harvey. In last 2 years, it was Kelly Clarkson. I want Steve Harvey back. He did a fantastic job with the Epstein's. Okay, go ahead, my bad. I'm sorry.
All right, so Trump goes in Texas on his Truth Social. Crooked Joe begins with his big. To me, I gotta do it in a Trump voice. Crooked Joe begins his big boy press
you got
conference
to add the
with
fingers with it. You got to add the fingers with it. Cricket
hold on.
Joe
Cricket Joe
begins.
begins his big boy press conference. I would have picked a vice president. I wouldn't have picked vice president to be. Oh, hold on. Y'all messed me up.
Lord
Jesus.
have mercy.
I'm sorry.
I
Can
chose
you read?
vice president to
Here
be
we go. Three, two, one. Cricket Joe begins his big boy press conference with I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president. Though I think she wasn't qualified to be president. Great job, Joe. By the way, yes, I know the difference. One's a prosecutor and the other's a felon.
You told him, Joe. Uh-huh. Joe's
That didn't sound
damn.
like Biden. That sounds like
The team.
what's that guy name in the office who's retiring in November? Not Mitt. Mitch Connell.
He retiring for real?
He retiring this year.
Hold
Yes.
on,
Wait,
y'all gotta clap that up.
I don't like when people
Clap
hold
that
on.
up. Y'all need to
I
clap
don't like
that
when
up.
people I don't like
Cause
people say
he got that
hold on.
long mellow voice. My
I
name's
don't like
Mitch
when people
McConnell.
I don't like when people say that when the POTUS account posts, they say this is not Joe Biden. Who do you want
It's
it to be?
not. it's the
It's
kid.
it's a it's an administration account for the president of the United States.
Exactly.
If you go to Joe Biden, then you can talk about Joe Biden. But of course, it's not going to be him. It's going to be his team on the president of the United States Instagram and
Yeah,
Twitter and social
yeah,
media.
Okay.
yeah.
Biden is 80. You think he know how to run his social media?
I'm just letting the people know that it's not
I
him
don't
though.
know.
See,
Dang,
People are
man.
well aware that it's not him
secondly, now we do know that Trump do be on his thing.
because
Uh,
Trump is obsessed. Anyway,
Keywan,
what
what
is
is
your
your
outcome if Kennedy doesn't win? Some same for you, TJ. If Biden doesn't win, you got
uh?
Mm.
Hmm.
Ooh,
I wouldn't
that's
say
big.
if Robert F. Kennedy doesn't win or whatever, he is a presidential candidate. My only thing about what this debate was, and I was really irritated about, I was very mad about, nobody is acknowledging that he's a presidential candidate. That is one of my main focuses on why I wanted to endorse him, not only because I love the Kennedys, but because nobody is acknowledging him. He is a presidential candidate. He deserves the same respect as Trump and Biden. He's a presidential candidate. Everybody's talking about, he's blah, 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 this, blah, 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 Robert F. Kennedy Jr., this. That was one of my main focuses. I'm still a Democrat right now at this current time, but, things could change come November. With the question, if he doesn't win, um, I will have to choose between, do I want a person who want to be a dictator, or do I want a person who actually have done the job? Which is gonna be suck for me because If he doesn't win, then I have to choose a person who I'm really scared is about him going to his second term. So that's how I feel. That's really how I feel. What about you, TJ?
Well, if President Biden doesn't win, I'm going to Canada. I'm just playing. I'm going to go. Um, to the president. I mean, wait, hold on. We're gonna have to deal with it, y'all. We're gonna have to deal with it if President Biden don't win. I guess I don't know. We're gonna have to deal with it because,
Right.
I mean, if you don't vote, then you don't get, right? So
Yeah,
But
that is true.
at least if we do our job, then we know that our job is done. That's why I say
Right.
register to vote is
yeah, but I
very
want my job to be done with the whole America. I don't want no Donald Trump in office.
Nobody
absolutely.
wants Donald Trump in office. And I want everybody to know something today. Y'all should be paying attention to a lot of stuff. I say that, say this. We are in a tough time. I'm gonna bring out the granddaddy voice. We are in a tough time right now. Tough time. You got one orange man, you got the old man, and they all just collaborating and clashing like water flicking on soil. You know what I'm saying? It's
Joe,
really a
Joe
tough
act
time.
like Joe act like he got amnesia, and I believe Trump is full of shit
Amnesia.
amnesia.
That too.
Amnesia.
As long as that pen work on that paper, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Amnesia. Well, anyway, either way, we don't want nobody. We don't want Donald Trump. We don't want. Well, can we be single for a minute? Can we just be single for a minute? Good grief!
Be
Can we like
single.
not have a president for just 4
I've been
years?
single since September.
No, hell no. No,
Been single since July.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Hey, hey.
it is July.
Oh, I
Last July.
left the iMessage chat open. We can't be getting caught up like that.
Oh, you crazy.
We need to be single for a minute. We don't need no president right now. We just need to be single for a minute.
Hmm.
I just
Are you dumb?
vote, y'all.
Who's
Vote.
gonna run our
Who's in the country?
I don't know who's
Are
gonna
Senate?
you
vote. Anyway,
dumb? The
here's the
any?
next one.
Are
Christian,
you dumb?
Christian and Bry. If you were in TJ and Q1's
Wait.
as of now,
If that happened and there was no president, the world would be fucked up. The
I
war, there
swear.
would probably be a
That
war right
too.
now.
I swear.
we'll be
This
dead.
question says Christian and Bry, if you were in TJ and Q1's perspectives as of now, would y'all pick Biden, Trump, etc., etc.?
Who else
Well,
is it?
me personally, I don't really speak
Or
politically
or
on
Robert F. Kennedy.
TV. I really wouldn't speak politically on TV, but it's obvious that I might need to because this is my first year voting. So I would say I'm 40. I'm for Biden. I'm
You
for
40.
Biden. I'm for. Shut up. Tell me I'm 40. But Frodo, I'm saying I'm for Biden because the man is just qualified, man. I'm looking at Project 2025. Yes, it's a very tough thing going on because everybody and
Dang.
their mama want to, take rights away, and all the Republicans are just crooked, and it's very like sad. And this is just me learning from the 2020 stuff and the Trump presidency, where we're talking about 2020. 2020 was one of the worst years in political history. And
Yeah.
I say that because I was active around the time of the coronavirus response. TJ and them know. I watched the Daily Show. That was what inspiration for late nights as well, with Trevor
I
Noah being
have a
one of the
serious
I
male
think we
question.
hosts.
all were active.
Well, I
Yeah.
have something serious to
No,
speak
no, no,
on.
no, no, no. Reason why no. When I mean active is I mean actively with politics. I wasn't active before the 2020 year. Like I
Well,
just
me
knew Trump was
same.
in office,
I
but I
was.
just wasn't active politically. You know what I'm saying? Learning because there was a whole bunch of Democratic candidates for the 2020 election, but there's nobody in the 2024 election. You can see the diversity with the 2020 election with the candidates, but now you don't see that. You just see the same two old people that were arguing the last time. We'll pick back on that soon. What you want,
Nobody
Ma?
I
can't
don't
defeat
like
Trump but Biden.
how I don't like how they said that they would make being homeless illegal.
Yeah.
Trump said he would do that, and then said he wanted to get rid of school. Well, technically speaking, if you get rid of school and make being homeless illegal, you got to go to school to get some sort of degree or diploma to get a basic job. And without
Yeah.
education, you can't have a job.
That's messing in the
Does that make
future.
sense?
That's messing in the future.
If you
That's
don't have an
messing in the
education,
future.
you can't get a job. And then
Yeah.
if you don't got a job, you're gonna be homeless.
Yeah. And,
Trump,
and, and
Trump,
yeah, yeah. And my thing is like, I hate that the Republicans are fighting for the wealthy. Like, come on now. What
and
happens to
even
the lower class and the middle class? Like, I think the Project 2025 is I think they're talking about taking away Section 8. Is that part of that too? Because you
Yep.
take away Section 8, that's gonna be a whole lot of black and brown communities with no home. They all gonna be illegal with the homeless
and then
law.
they're gonna be mad because black people sitting out there on the curbs.
Literally, because you're taking away
How
Section
you
8 as
gonna
well.
take
Like, come
away
on now.
education? How
And
you gonna
Section 8.
you can't even in high school as a high schooler, you can't even get a job. You can only get a job if you're pursuing towards your high school diploma. And if you ain't in school and ain't got no proof that you in school, you not getting a job.
You want to know what I think is stupid? I think it's stupid that they're going to the Department of Education. It's stupid because you're only not only messing up the kids, you're messing up the people who are in their college levels. Because you need college to get certain positions and certain careers you aspire to do. When I become a communications, either a radio
Y'all know what?
personality, TV personality, I gotta have my degree for communications. Don't
Yeah.
mess with my degree. Please don't mess with my degree. My bachelor's of communication. Please don't mess with that up, because I need that to get to where I need to go. And and another thing, I hate to really cut you off, but I really want to speak on this. Like, why are you making college unaffordable? Why are you making college
Yes.
unaffordable? We need to go to school to get our education and also to learn to get our career path. Careers
Yeah.
are needing to be built from school. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but if you take away student debt, and I like that Biden had brought student debt, wiped it out because it really helped people. Because it's basically government just biting our butts every time when it's time to go to school. Like, come
Right.
on now, why are we paying all this money? And then at the side of that, we get federal school aid, financial aid. You have to do a FAFSA. That's where you sign up to get financial aid from the government. They give you Pell Grant, they give you need grants, they give you certain amount of scholarships from your state. That's what I have to do every year. So on top of that, if you saying you're gonna take away FAFSA and all of this, how we gonna fund to go to school? How you gonna fund your own kids? Think
Right.
about your own kids for a minute. The Republicans
Last
always worried about the wealthy. They did not worry about the middle class or regular people. So if you want to find something or somebody, like if you want to like really fight for something, I recommend you figure out a way to be equal. Cause don't sit here and just care for this. And I got another point, but I need to let somebody go because I'm feeling like I'm
okay.
taking over my time. Sorry.
So vision this is January 1st, 2025, New Year's Day. The election is announced. Who wins? Donald Trump wins.
Oh
What do you
no.
think America's next move is going to be? Do y'all think the world is just going to break out in chaos,
Yeah.
trying to
You
break
said
into the
January.
White House and shit and kill Trump?
You said January 1st.
Yes, 2025. When they don't they normally announce presidents on
No, no,
those
no, no, no,
days?
no, 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 no. The voting happens in November. Who wins in November. Inauguration day is January, the middle of
20.
January, the
Because I
20th.
remember
Inauguration
on
day
New
is 20th.
Year's, one time on New Year's, there was an event announcing the president or something.
Yes, you're right. I
It
was
was
in
during COVID.
it was in fourth. I was in fourth grade, and then it happened again when I was in seventh grade. They announced it in January that president won. First, when I was in fifth grade,
What I
fourth, they announced
Wait,
that
what
Trump
year?
had.
It was that year of COVID. That's all I know.
I know what happened twice for me. One time it was
The year of
2000.
COVID, they announced it in November.
I, I,
You
I
talking
know
about
I know what
something
they're explaining.
old?
Hold on, I know what they're
Ain't
explaining. Hold on. Hold on, I know what they're trying to say. What they're trying to say is the certification of the votes. That's around January 1st. You want to know how? Because January 6th, that's where they verify the votes. That's where they collect the delegates from each state. So remember when the whole Trump stuff happened January 6th? They interrupted that part of them counting all the delegates. So literally, representatives from the state will either say, I'm accepting the delegates for this and that. That's where they actually calculate the electoral college. That's the fun part. That's the not the fun part. The electoral college is actually the name of the number of the delegates that take the number of votes to Congress to get it certified to say, okay, we the delegates pick the and that's what they do. So they just calculate the number of delegates they're going to send with each state. So that's the certification of the election. That's what y'all saying. Lord Terry.
Key one acting high. Is it Terry? Motherfucker. First of all, I'm not high this night. Okay.
It was
Second
our
of
last
all,
night.
I am
Y'all better stop talking about that
100%
word before
high
I get on
because
exlryr.com. You
this
get
is
funny.
a job. I had to be active. I had to be 100% here for
Yeah,
VENtv's debate. Listen, I have that energy where I can just be fun and reckless and crazy and a
mhm.
crackhead. But this was a real serious night, so no, I'm not. Now after this live, yes, I will. So if you want to see that, that's the after show. Thank you very much, Terry.
Sorry.
Ooh, the impersonation is wow. Give it up to Brian. I mean, he's doing impersonations. Okay, give us another impersonation. The people want it. Come on, give us another one.
Well, TJ, how do you think President Biden will make school safer and better for us? Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe.
It's simple. It's simple.
Maybe by investing in the board of educations for each state
Department
for
of
them to
Education.
improve
That
Get it?
for them to improve school security, some money for some systems, them involved systems, them the shit I gotta pull my binder out my book bag for every morning and walk into a school building.
Right,
Preach.
right. This
And
question.
then the binder go off as a weapon.
Hold on, Mo. Hold on, Mo. TJ got to add this. This is a question. This is a question.
read that question again.
TJ, how do you think President Biden will make schools safer and better for?
TJ was the first two words of it. I don't know why everybody's starting to insert
Just answer the question. Hush. Don't talk
last.
about that. TJ. Hush. Answer the question.
Well, that's
And once you get done, I have to say something. So go ahead. Go ahead.
what's the well they did say part of it invest in the Department of Education, and I think what he also made a what he also made a part better, like Bryce said earlier, he student debt, that is a very important thing for college students. College is not free if you didn't know, and
Really
it's a
ain't.
it,
Y'all want to know my balance? Y'all want to know my balance for this coming year? This coming semester?
I
well,
see that.
It's $6,000 right now.
yeah, ain't nobody got time for that, do they?
But no. But the whole thing is really twenty thousand
That's really
dollars.
not bad though. Think about it.
That's not bad
20,
because
20 G,
it's usually 20. Well,
20 G, that ain't
the
bad.
school I'm at
I
is
took
cheap.
advantage of
The
that
school I'm at is cheap
program.
because they actually charge way higher. Like there's some colleges in this state that's near $50,000. That's the
When they was
school that I was like, no, but you got to find the cheap schools to go to college at. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
when they was coming around at school to my last year, eighth grade, this was this year. So I done left middle school. I'm about to go to high school. When they was going around talking about some you got city high, early college, high school, early college. Um, I don't even know what else. I took advantage of that. Like you get to go to school for free, and I get to go for an associate's degree. I'm not even going to regular high school. But
Congratulations.
that imagine they told me that I would have to pay out of pocket for school.
That would be crazy.
And you want to know the sad part? If they take away financial aid from the government, just imagine
Oh
how
yeah, I saw
people
that popped up in my school account thing,
just
financial aid.
just imagine if this project 2025, if they take away, financial aid to help kids go to school, kids will literally have to pay 20 G's just to go to school for a semester.
Yuan, how would Kennedy help us and in poverty and make sure everyone is able to do to ooh. Kiwan, how would Kennedy okay, hold on. He needs some time.
Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead. My bad.
Kiwan, how would Kennedy help us in poverty and make sure everyone is able to basic needs like food and shelter?
All right. So if y'all are, educated, some of us aren't here, about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He want he said to even buy a house in the United States of America is $400,000 right now.
Wow.
He wants to bring down the cost of mortgage is one of his things. Number one, he wants to bring down the cost to even buy a house. For number two, number three, he wants to make housing more affordable. He wants to add agencies and protections for the homeless. Is what he's talked about in his campaign. That's what he wants to do. He wants to discuss AI. He wants to bring down inflation. I don't know how he's going to do that. How he's going to cover that, but that's one of his things that he's talking about. Inflation in it is all time high. In his presidential announcement video, his state after the State of the Union address in January, he specifically said, back in the day, candy was 20 cents, 25 cents. A pair of jeans was like, 35, 45, 80 cents, back in his time, back in his day. The presidential debt each 4 years goes extremely high. And I feel like we need to do our research here because President Biden isn't talking about the cost of living, mortgage, but Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is $400,000 to buy a house. Back in 2008 with Obama, it was only $78,000 to buy a house. Two presidential terms, and you see how you see how inflation skyrocketed here. Are we on the same page here? So I feel like we need to do our research here because he is touching on deep topics that no other presidential candidate is talking about here. That's what I have to say about that. Do your research, vote for you want to vote, but I know and my mission is clear, and I want a president who are talking about topics that are discussed. And the black community here, I know some people who are in the health field that can't even afford mortgage payments and all these things. Like they entire they $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 they get each month or each 2 weeks goes to all these incredible things. A car payment is at its all-time high. These things wasn't like this back in the day. Let's get real about being real here, and that's my tagline. That's one of my tagline. Let's be real here. Is the president talking about this? No, all it is a versus. Is what we're seeing. It's like one of the what's his name? The guy who
Kendrick and Drake, the
yeah.
debate.
It's like the
Oh,
verse.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like let's start being real here. Like do your research. But that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah.
About that.
Most def. It's a lot going on. I wanna well, is TJ here or did he dip for a second?
I don't.
Well, I wanted to get back on education question. Yeah, it's a real, tough business because if we're being honest here, education is very important. I just don't like the fact that Project 2020. Matter of fact, do y'all mind if we read a little bit of the Project 25 stuff? Because
Absolutely. Let's
we
do it.
gonna have to. Should we wait on TJ? Should we?
He's the moderator of this entire thing.
I thought y'all I had to pull my printer back out and plug it in.
Did y'all see that immunity? That's what they were trying to take away. Immunity, presidential immunity. Basically, Trump is trying to say, "I have 34 counts. Please don't let me go to jail. I'm a president." It's bull.
Yeah. If y'all are watching right here while we wait for our infamous moderator to return to the chat, let's bring in some more questions. Let's come
Yeah,
on.
y'all bring some more questions.
See,
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
take a
I
bring
got
in
leak.
some
the
more
question.
questions. We're having a great time right now. You know, we're having fun. We're talking about some very important topics. Come on, join the chat, share with your friends. Let them know that we just had our debate. It was a real thing. We did our thing here.
Yes,
Uh,
we did.
share and continue to bring in comments while we wait for the infamous
Prince
legend
TJ.
himself, Terrence TJ.
Yeah, and talk to us. I want to hear what you got to say. Because
Did
y'all
TJ
watched the
come back?
debate.
No. Y'all tell us what y'all think. Wait, did y'all read the one about wait, we did go over that.
This debate was really good, dude. The debate really came out good. I ain't gonna hold you. Your boy was fresh. I was looking at my daggone setup. Your boy was fresh, fresh, fresh. Go Grease. I don't sing R&B, but some really high.
I love
Dang.
this.
Hold on. I'm looking back at the tapings. Oh, hold on. I don't want to play the music because I don't want to get in trouble with the peoples.
The infamous Prince TJ has returned, our moderator for tonight. The infamous daytime talk show hosting model. He is here.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Was y'all keeping them
Welcome back.
entertained?
We trying to.
Was y'all entertain them?
We have some questions, TJ.
Yes. How will Biden? What? How will Biden TJ make sure? Oh, for me, make
I
sure
don't
everyone is treated equally with respect, no matter their race, gender, or sexual choices. Well, first and foremost, he's the president. So either way, no matter who's the president, all of these things are still going to happen.
I want to hope you're
Equality,
me right now.
um, respect, race, gender, sexual choice.
Plug it up.
He's not God. I mean, he's president. He's not God. He can't make all these. All the only thing he can do is to
Bye.
make sure he's leading our nation in the right path. He can't. He can't. He can't run all of the racism, sexism, respect. He can't. He nobody can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Not one person can do that unless it's God. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Either, like I said, no matter who's president, all of these things are still going to happen. Sexism,
Yeah.
respect, not
Racism.
given, race, gender, it's all going to happen no matter who's president. So, what's his Kennedy's plan to make college higher education for more affordable for us? You can get that
Mm.
for college student.
Well, I'm not too familiar with the Kennedy plan. That's more of Kiwan to
Well, we'll
be
get
per
keep
se.
on.
But I would like
Oh,
to
sorry.
answer if I give it a Kiwan. It's Mr.
Okay.
Control Room. um, I think that higher education should be affordable if we actually get funding. And the reason why I said it is we get funding from the school and from the government. If you give some funding to these schools, that really would help out a lot because when you think about it, we have to pay hundreds of dollars just to get school books to pass a course in
Mhm.
college. Because just because you pay a bill at a university, you still need to buy books, as well as groceries, as well as appliances, as well as other things to live on your own for 4 to 5 months. Let that be clear. I'll be honest. I even heard this before. I broke down the first day of school. Being honest, because I had to pay $120 for a course I needed. It was sad. 'Cause I honestly, when you get play money, you like to go out and go to the stores and get your snacks on. But no, some of that money has to go to your education. like I made a plea saying that if our school would get funding, would give us grants and funding to cover our textbooks, that would be a major help because college students are already paying thousands of dollars just to go to school. So if the government can create some type of funding or some type of bill that would help with little things like textbooks, give us free food type thing, because if they do free lunch at schools and public schools, they can do the same thing for colleges and institutions. There's a
No, they
lot of
don't.
there's a lot of things. Well, so some public schools they don't have free lunch, but when my public schools, I had free lunch.
Not me.
Dang.
My school, you had to sign a thing in order to get the free lunch.
Yeah, yeah, we had
But
to sign a form to get the
but
free lunch.
before COVID had hit, we was getting free lunch for free.
Yeah,
Um,
see, little
and
things like that.
and when
Yeah.
we came back out of COVID, we had to sign the form in order to get free lunch. But really, you had to pay for it.
Hmm.
And if you got approved for filling out that form, you could get it for free. Now, a few days ago in North Carolina, in Nash County Public Schools, they just made it back free for all students. Like the lunch, you don't gotta fill out no form. Da, da, da. Everybody just get free
Yeah,
lunch.
yeah,
So
that's what I had in high school.
I'm assuming the Board of Education maybe got a check or something, got something
That's the
in
funding
order
from
to
the government
make
that we
lunch
need. That's
free
the funding.
again.
That's the funding. That's the funding that we need. Like grants, like to help out with food, the grants to help out with textbooks, the grants that can help out with, housing for campuses. And you have to really talk to your leaders at home. You can't just blame the president for everything. I want people to hear me clearly. The president is just the overseer. He's just the overseer. The people that made the decisions for your community is your senators, is your congress people, is
Right.
your congressmen, congresswomen. Yeah,
They
you have
do
to think
more than
about
the
them as
president.
well. Because they actually, because listen, if the senators and the majority leaders, if they say things, some senators will be like, this might be good for my community, and some senators will be like, maybe I. If you weren't listening, listen clearly. What happened in 2020? A lot of the senators from 2020 did not want to give y'all no stimmies, as well as they did not want to give y'all any type of COVID relief. If you were not paying, that's why I said I was active politically in 2020. You knew you had to pay attention because these people, these Republicans don't care nothing about you.
It's
So
usually
Mainly the Republicans, to be really speaking,
the Republican candidates who are not middle class. Most of Republicans are not middle
are
class.
are high
Most
class.
most of the Democrats, and that's why I feel like most middle class people relate to the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
They fight for the Democrats to win
Mm-hmm.
presidency because they actually understand. They've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like Donald Trump, who
He
has
been a
been
billionaire all his life.
mad money all his life, who never went a day without, or never went a day with eating ramen noodles, because he ain't got nothing to eat at night,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, who never
Speaking of that,
experienced, who never experienced um having to, well, I don't know, but what hasn't he experienced that middle class or the lower class
no broke.
does.
If they don't know a broke meal, I don't know what to tell you. Broke struggle meals is what we've been having.
Who?
Broke struggle meals, like a bowl of noodles.
Oh
Right.
You
yeah,
can make you
exactly.
can make a whole appetite with a bowl of noodles. You can put hot dogs and sausages and
What's
eggs
that thing?
and I don't put eggs in my pizza a lot.
Beanie and weenies.
Beanie and weenies, that too. Mm-hmm.
Beanie and weenie were good to me. Though. I don't care what nobody says.
Right. They
I'm gonna still eat
good.
that
Matter
today.
of fact, I might need to buy some of them.
I'm gonna still eat that today.
But let me tell you something else though that my governor did.
Who's your
This is
governor?
that my governor is Henry McMaster. Oh God, I hate saying the name.
But then
He's we had
y'all have
Nikki
one
Haley.
time.
We had Nikki Haley, but Nikki
Yeah.
Haley left to go run with Trump. So that's why McMaster had to take her place in 2017.
F Nikki Haley. All right, good.
Yeah, I got a story about Nikki Haley. I'm gonna tell y'all later, but the governor here, South Carolina, he literally denied student EBT. PEBT. That means that you get an EBT card to get food for the summer. If you are a student at a school, they will give you an EBT card. All you have to do is just confirm that you went to school this year, and they give you an EBT card with money on there for you to go get things for the summer. That can be a snack card, a card you can take when you go on vacation and go get some snacks or some food or whatever. That's your summer food card. Tell me why the governor denied that for this summer.
A shame.
Denied that. And I'm sitting here like, you have a lot of kids that are in South Carolina that are in them hot hoods and them hot streets, and because I ain't gonna hold you, but when I got my PEBT card, I was happy. Cause I was like, we gonna go get this and that and that. We gonna keep it in here all summer. We gonna drink all the drinks. We gonna eat all the popcorn. We gonna chill and vibe. Kids can't do that now because the government took that away. That's sad
Is
because
your
that
governor a
tells,
Republican or a Democrat?
huh?
Is your senator? Yeah, is your senator governor? Is your
Republican.
governor?
Everybody's Republican. We have two Republican senators, one Republican governor, and a lot of Congress people that are Republicans. It's sad. It's really
I
sad.
unfortunately got a Republican too.
Yeah.
I think his name is. Hell, I don't know his name. It's something with a G. I don't know.
Some your governor, Texas governor is Greg Abbott.
Gary Gabbett. Gary, I know something with a G.
Mm-hmm.
But Greg, I don't even care.
North Carolina got a red governor too.
Roy
Yeah,
Cooper.
Florida had a.
Roy Cooper. Yeah, there you go.
You know, Florida governor.
Hmm.
Juwan,
Is your governor? Oh well, answer the question.
Oh, shoot! I forgot all about this, John. We went to okay. Uh, so, from my understanding, it's the Nicole Shanahan effect. Talking about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for a long time here, but her thing as vice president, as she went to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. thing is about. It's what they're calling it right now, even though Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is about this. This is just their plans that they want to get passed. It's up to our Congress, our leaders, and all of these things. But they want to put a lot of funding into education for teachers. I know that's one of the things he talked about
The
is
teachers need a damn raise.
independent
Badass kids.
in the independent debates last year, early last year. That's one of the things that both talked about is that they want to get passed. There's a lot of funding for teachers raise because they really truly need it. And not only that, but more funding for schools, colleges, grants, and all of those special things in the Department of Education. That was one of the main things that they talked about. Um, right now, in my state, President Biden has decided to take cell phones away from the schools here. He passed that to the senator here, well, the House Congress, and President Biden bill here in Indiana. And my governor Eric Holcomb signed it. That they're taking you like you have like you can't bring no weapons in. They got new like weapon detector systems in each school. That
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I
and
had to take my
yes, and
every day of middle school. I had to take my binder and Chromebook out, and they would go off as weapons.
absolutely.
let me let me dive in when you finish, Kiwan, because
Yeah, and it's really crazy here now. These with little kids and big kids in elementary and middle school, like crime is like a big thing here,
right.
and like if that happens, like what is my siblings, what is my family, what are my friends, what is my state, my city going to do if there's a thing and they can't call their parents? It's crazy, and that's one of the things like I really despise the current administration for.
Let
But
me let
anyway,
me add. Let me go in. Me personally, you can have your belief, but I personally don't think it was Biden that made that decision for your state. It would have to be the people, your governor or your senators.
it
And
was
the
the
reason,
bill
and the
that
reason why I
here.
say that, and the reason why I say that is because that's the decision made by the schools. But a lot of schools are making that part now. Like Atlanta, they're basically, there was a conversation on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and they were saying that some schools are taking phones away. And me personally, I don't agree with the taking the phones away because people was kept saying, "What if something going on? And what if somebody need to get in contact with their parents? And everybody can't run to a school phone at once. They gotta text their family." But at another time, people are also saying the kids are on their phones in the classroom. People saying you can get easily distracted from your cell phone. That I can agree with too, because we either playing games when we supposed to be learning, or using the phone as a distraction in the classroom. But I'm just gonna disagree with you, Q, on here. I don't think it was Biden that told the governor of Indiana to go on and take phones away from schools. I don't think the governor would. I don't think Biden told. I don't think Biden literally said, "You take your phone from your schools, not his schools, your schools." I don't think Biden's administration did that. I think it was
It's
just
the bill
your
that he
state.
passed
I think it
to
was your state.
states, and it's his bill that he had passed to the states, and the states have signed it. From my understanding right now, only three or maybe like 5 or 6 states have signed that bill, the Weapon Act or whatever that's involved. And in that act, it is a thing in there that they could take away phones. Like they ban phones from school. You can't bring it to the school premises. You can't bring in a regular backpack. You got to bring in a clear backpack. It's his bill that he had passed to states, and it's up to the governors to sign or veto. And some 5 or 6 people have signed that bill, and in that bill, that's what he did. It's President Biden's bill that he had passed to the House, and the House passed it on down to each state, each governor to sign or veto. So,
Mm,
like I say there,
yeah, yeah, you're right. Because some states and that's what states do. What do you think, TJ, on that?
Yeah, I don't know. um, my state don't have it, so I'm cool.
I know my state don't have it either. And let me see. Virginia is doing that as well.
I was in
'Cause
middle school.
The governor of Virginia had just issued a executive order to limit or
They
ban
wasn't
cell
like
phones
don't bring it
for
on the
1.2
premises. Like
million
we
schools there.
we could get on it after after school. We used to get on it at lunch when we had an old principal, but we had got this new principal and he really got strict and just changed shit around in the school and that made the school horrible.
yeah.
Um. Oh, I'm out of this school
They
now, so I
said
can
cell
say what
phones
I
should be
want.
banned in South Carolina schools in
Let me tell
2025.
y'all. Let me tell y'all. My principal name, well, was my principal. He not my principal no more. Craig Tedford. This man came to the school and he just made the school so horrible. Like he made, I don't know, yeah, I just don't like his attitude. I don't like his personality. Like me, he's just not a good principal. His wife is a principal too. His wife does better than him, like theologically.
Mm.
And letting my employees talk about me is crazy. Even in your face is crazy. And letting my employees just walk out because they're tired of your bullshit is crazy. Yeah, I ain't said what I've been wanting to say while I was in the school because I was not trying to get suspended. But I don't give a fuck if you watching or whoever go scoop me watching and want to run and tell that Craig can suck my ass. Shit is
let
crazy.
me just
And
follow up
then,
on
and
let me just
then,
follow up on go ahead, I'm sorry.
And then we took ELGs this year. I passed my ELG for the first time. Like I was just getting on passing on grades because I was passing my classes. Oh my God, everybody did so good on their ELGs, and the state was conducting mess where they were adding sample questions and stories in to see how they would work on students. And everybody, majority, there was ELG rates went up and people started passing. And he took credit for that when it was really the teachers that was working on their own to do what they can to help us pass. It's like the senators doing something, but they don't get credit for it, and Joe Biden do. Basically, at that school that I used to go to, I'm tell you that school is terrible.
Let me address what Kiwan was saying. Actually, the first state to crack down on cell phones in schools was Florida last year with a new law. And recently this year, Indiana and Ohio had began to ban cell phones from schools. Other states are introducing this as phone-free schools legislation. So they're building legislation to take cell phones and ban them from schools. It's a very studious act, and Kiwan is basically saying that who is your governor, a Republican or a Democratic?
I forgot. Mike Pence was ours, and he was a Republican. I think ours is a Democrat now.
Let me check. Your
Robert,
Republican
I
name
mean,
is
Eric Holcomb.
Eric Holcomb. He sound. Let me stop.
by
Please
Christmas
stop.
baddie queen Chloe Holcomb.
That sound like a
This sound
Republican.
like a Republican. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, so one representative, a Republican, was a sponsor on this bill of legislation. So I don't know if it's bipartisan or what. Let's see, because
All right,
I'm
we're gonna
just
move on.
no. You just oh, he is a Republican.
Knew it. Well, anyway, this is a question for everyone. Do you think if stimulus checks can put out again, how would it impact political community in the whole U.S.?
No,
It would support
no.
it would support wait, y'all don't want to answer that.
No,
Give
go ahead.
me, yeah, yeah.
It would support the people, but it will also put the US in more debt.
Yep.
You can think about it.
Yep.
It's
That's what
just
happened.
it's
And
just
that
gonna be
yeah.
money that ain't backed up by whatever they use to back up every single dollar that people own in America. It's just gonna be money that's
Let me
gonna
tell
put the US in debt.
Let me tell you this: stimmies are not coming back. That was only for relief during the corona.
Cause that was
You don't
COVID.
not
That
gonna
was an
expect the
era
stimmy
of
now.
a pandemic.
Yeah, yeah. The stimmy came from the pandemic. You ain't getting them. You ain't getting no more stimmies. No, no,
Y'all know
no.
what? I've been hearing that's coming back. COVID.
There's another strain that's out right now.
Yeah.
It's out right now.
Yeah,
That's
another
why I stay my butt
screen.
home. That's why I stay my black behind home. What you want?
TJ or
Whoops! Oh my gosh, my little fingers. I commend Damien for doing all this. My little fingers hurt. Trying to put everybody. Anyway,
I'm
yes,
tired.
stimulus checks ain't coming out, y'all. People
No.
that saying, I like Donald
Mm-mm.
Trump. He gave us stimulus checks. You think that's
No,
gonna
he
happen
didn't.
second
He didn't
round?
give me no dang stimulus check.
That was for a pandemic, and it wasn't even him. So I hate when people are so loud, but at the same time they're so wrong. I mean,
He
seriously.
didn't even want to give y'all no dang stimmy to begin with. So, so
Exactly.
if the Republicans didn't want to give you nothing. So what do you think? Ain't
Not
no
nothing. Not nothing.
nothing.
But
Hate to be
yeah,
mean, but that ain't no.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
free money would be nice, but
Right.
it's gonna put America in debt, and
Mm.
we are already 30
In enough debt
30,
already.
30 trillion dollars in debt. I think it's
That's why we
35.
got the. That's why we got the inflation. That's why your gas bill is so high because we in debt. We need more money back. Or people don't be paying in taxes. Donald Trump. I don't want to mention you don't pay taxes.
He don't 34 foul for the 34 counts. Anyway, um, this question is for every. Oh wait, we just what's wrong with me?
See, quick to move on. It's quick.
This question for everyone. Do you think
Same
if stimulus?
question.
What the hell? It's two
We just
questions that both of them are the same. See,
Okay, there's
I,
no more questions, TJ.
I guess there's no more questions. Let's just repeat it.
wrap it up, y'all.
that must be some copy and paste stuff.
Somebody, chat GB. Anyway, somebody out of here.
Read my head.
Somebody
Jesus
run us
Christ.
out of here.
I think it's time for everybody to
Uh,
go.
Christian, how many devices
What's
do you
you?
have?
Oh my
Real
god.
quick, how many devices do you have?
iPhone, Apple Watch, Beats. Beats are by Apple now.
Oh, he not about to be flexing on me. I'm just playing.
iPhone, Apple Watch, Beats, iPad, MacBook, iMac,
Wow.
HomePod. I don't know.
His whole room last year was a Apple radio studio.
Best Buy. Best Buy. Cold store Best Buy. Somebody, Brian, run us out of here.
Thank y'all for tapping in with us and after show from the debate tonight. You can always rewatch the debate. The debate will be available on VENtv Plus soon, so be sure to tap in with that.
Child,
And
ain't no chat
okay,
G.
oh, it's okay, Tay. You don't have to explain yourself. But we thank you for tapping in with the after show. Again, the debate will be out on VinTV Plus soon. And yeah, we thank y'all for tapping in, man. TJ, Monet, and Kiwan, and yours truly, Bri. We want to thank you for welcoming us to your homes once again. And we
I
hope you can
forgot
follow us
one.
and tap in with us. What's the last device, man? The little pen, the little pencil. There we go.
Oh wow, he flexing on us for real.
He flexing like a flex. Okay, thank y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Peace. See y'all, dog. Good night,
Bye.
y'all.
Spread in the world.